Hi. Hi, Shawn. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hi, Monica. Thanks for
It's
having
a honor. It's a honor, really. I'm Monica from Italy.
me. Say that again.
From Italy, La
You're-
Scimmia Pensa magazine.
oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you
having
to
me.
you. Thank you to you. So, this is my first question for you. First of all, I really loved your movie, really.
Thank
I think it's a mix of big score movie and like Ocean 11 and a movie with car racing like Fast and Furious, but with more action, complicated relationships, and life tips.
Right.
So, what inspired you to write and direct Eenie Meanie?
Well, I always, am more interested in the character stories whenever I see popcorn movies and genre movies. But my father raised me on those genre movies from the 70s. My mother was raising me on the really dramatic, sad movies of the 70s. So, Terms of Endearment and Ordinary People and all these old movies that would make me cry. And so, what I tend to do now is kind of combine those two things into some sort of popcorn movie where you get all the chills and thrills of getaway car driver movies or action movies or mystery movies. And I kind of, infuse it with the kind of sad character stories that, I grew up with my watching with my mother in the 70s. And this is exactly that. I did it on my TV show, in 2019. And it seems to be something, I really enjoy doing. There's also comedy and everything because I grew up writing, I came into the business writing comedy. So you can have it all, I like to have movies where you can have a little bit of everything and by the end feel surprised that you got more than you thought you were getting going in.
Amazing, I love it. I very love it. So, and I think the entire movie can be summary in quote that Andy Garcia says to Samara Weaving, "You just get in car and run."
Right.
And this, for me, not only describe the casino robbery, but also what Annie doing for all her life. So she's more running from herself, from her love for John, or for her passion for cars.
Right. It's funny. This whole movie is really about, you know, the kind of strange families that you can have in poverty in poor communities. And the movie's kind of a detective story of why this crazy man, why were they a couple, why them? And by the end of it, she has to make a very difficult choice, having him being the only family she's ever had in her life, but she also has to move on and get away, just like she gets away in the cars, you know?
Yes. In the movie, we understand that there is a continuous game between love and robbery. We see it in the relationship of Annie and John, that is a cursed love, and with Nico and Georgie also in friendship, in their love of profit and deception.
Right.
So, how do you save yourself without, of course, killing anyone?
Right. It is. I mean, I wanted to do, I'd never seen really a movie where, the hero and the villain at the end of the movie were talking together and
Yeah.
both grieving at the same time. As she is kind of outbossed, the nastiest man in the world who will do the worst thing to anybody. She's done the thing he could never do. And that really excited me, that idea of having them, face to face like that. But they're both human beings,
Mhm.
sitting down, talking about grief, talking about a love. A lot of the guys I know in my life and a lot of women I know in their life end up, the great loves of their lives end up being their best friend. It doesn't always have to be a romantic love. It
Yeah.
can be that. So that was, I thought, really interesting to do with someone like the character of Nico and George, which I don't think we see a lot,
Yeah.
in movies like this.
It's true. It's true. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Me too. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye. Ciao.